So, a couple of weeks ago, I saw an article about a Vermont high school female volleyball team that was banned from their locker room. Banned because they complained about a trans student staring at them whilst they were changing, and they did not feel comfortable. The administration basically said, too fucking bad. You can change in the stalls if you don't feel comfortable, if, you don't like changing around another man. The trans student has the right to change with you. You are the problem, not the trans student. The girls have made it very clear they have no issue with the trans student. They get it. They just don't want to change in the same place. All they want is a safe, comfortable place to change. As well, they should expect that. They also mentioned that gay students are allowed to use the restrooms and locker rooms because they are not interested in women. That's a whole nother issue. Well, now some news has come to my attention about this story. One of the students has actual charges being put up against her. Hazing, harassment, and bullying, specifically harassing someone based on their gender. What the actual f***? This is an issue that not many parents expect their 14-year-old daughters to grapple with, much less address publicly. A biologically male student identifying as a transgender girl, playing on the girls' volleyball team, and using their locker room. Think about that just for a moment. How would you handle that? The school officials cite state law allowing for students to use locker rooms and bathrooms that align with their stated gender identity. They say they care about the safety of the students, but that's clearly just lip service. They are investigating this harassment against the trans student, not the girls. The girls in this ridiculous world, in the eyes of the law, are the harassers. What is really going on? How backwards is this? I mean, I really cannot wrap my head around this line of thinking. The school has said that all the attention has sparked hatred and bigotry against the school district and the trans students. Now again, the girls don't have any issue with the student per se. They just don't believe that because he does have all his bits, that he should be changing with them, and I tend to agree with that. Now, interestingly enough, of course, there's always one who comes forward, but they, of course, do not want to be named or identified, and they claim that no one was changing when the biologically male, quote, trans student entered the locker room, but there are way more that disagree with that narrative. The girls believe that they are trying to twist things and make the ones that are complaining look like bad people. The trans student's guardian insists that her child is a girl and deserves to be able to use the girls' locker room, and that she never, of course not, behaved inappropriately. She also asked the Daily Signal, where I got this article, link in the description, to describe to her what biologically male means, because of course she did. And what did the girls mean by saying they were uncomfortable having her child in their space whilst they were changing? The reporter, in turn, asked the guardian of the child, "Your child is biologically male, correct?" To which the guardian responded, "Do you think adults should be thinking about what is under children's clothing? Seems a little inappropriate to me." Oh my God, I really believe that my head is going to explode. Is this the environment that we want to live in? Is this the environment that we want children to live in? We have got to unwoke these woke motherfuckers. Holy shit. Now, Blake, who is the main protagonist of this story, told the reporter that she is not only failing to get support from the school, she's also facing the punishment, which we spoke about. Emails viewed by the Daily Signal show that the school officials are investigating her for the aforementioned harassing someone based on their gender and have launched an investigation into this allegation following a hazing, harassment, and bullying process that the school has. This could follow her the rest of her life, but I applaud her for standing up against this sickening woke narrative. The school staff, of course, had no comment other than saying, "Student safety is our district's highest priority. We always do our best to maintain a supportive learning environment for all of our students." Then they go on to say that they take this very seriously, but they can't discuss because of privacy, which I get that, that's completely understandable. Now, Blake states that she does not regret speaking out. I am including the link in the description for this article, which includes an interview with the girls, some of their parents, and others regarding this whole mess. So please definitely check that out. Now, I'm going to kind of revert to something that happened to my past. I went to a club once that I did not realize had a unisex loo, and as I was standing there, doing what I needed to do, a woman walked in, and I was immediately, it was like instant shrinkage. If you're a guy, you know what this is all about. It was uncomfortable, not because I care if she sees my junk. I didn't give a crap if she, saw that I was having a wee. But I thought that space was for males. I thought it was a biological male space. So I can sort of identify, understand, empathize, sympathize how she might be feeling. Now, I know in clubs this is commonplace, but at the time I just didn't know. The difference, though, between that encounter and the encounter that Blake is having is that I'm an adult. These are children. These are kids. They should not have to feel discomfort in a place that was specifically designated and designed for them, biological males, biological females. I don't understand why trans spaces and trans sport teams and competitions cannot be had. It would be just like the Special Olympics or the Gay Games. Those are safe places for those individuals. It is their community, and the playing field is an even one. The Leah Thomases and all of these trans activists have a skewed sense of what reality is, but sadly, the favor is stacked for them and against biological males and females, more so females. I would honestly be uncomfortable if a trans man was in a locker room with me. I don't care if you're gay, straight, trans, black, purple, blue, Asian, alien, I don't care. Whatever the fuck you want to be, it's a men's locker room or a female locker room or changing room. Only the biological genders should be allowed in. Now, this will mean a huge change for many places around the world, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are, this is the world we live in. And if we do not want travesties like this to happen to these girls, we do have to give a little, and we've got to create these safe spaces for all genders, including transgender males and females. There are women-only gyms. I've seen them. Let's make a trans gym with male trans and female trans changing rooms. Solutions may cost, but they can be simple if you get your head out of your ass and use some logical, critical thinking. I always say critical thinking, I think, in every episode, but it just boils really down to that. Let's let these children be children and not have to worry about adult problems that they shouldn't have to be involved in. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, be respectful. Thank you so much for watching. Trigger warning if you made it this far. If you did like what you heard, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. If not, thank you for listening anyway. Take care of yourself and other people. You are amazing, and we all deserve to be happy. Have a great day.